Okay, we are on. Are we on? Okay, say hello.
Hello.
Okay, we're just going to wait for people to join us on this live broadcast. What are we going to be doing?
We're going to be stamping
With what?
this. We're going to be stamping this potatoes.
Yeah.
So you're going to.
Just wait. We're going to wait for people to come on so that we can. There's Rowena. She's watching us. Say hi, Rosie.
Hi, Rosie.
And Ava.
Neighbor.
Okay, we're just going to give it a minute before we start. Okay.
Look, there.
Oh, there's Nikki.
Hello, Nikki. Hello, Josie.
You can say hello to Harrison because his mommy's on there.
Hello, Harrison. We are ready. When we ready. Come back. Come back.
Okay, sit down.
Hey, who's a little baby?
So we've got someone very keen in front of the camera, which is awesome. Hi to Zach and Tane who are watching.
Huh?
Josie says she's watching you. Okay, well I think that we are going to start. Just quickly before I start, I just wanted to say thanks for your sharing of your pictures. Sit down, my boy.
Oh.
For sharing your pictures of the crowns and the wands that Nikki demonstrated on Monday. We're loving it, and if you hashtag Happy Heart Art Club, we can see more of them. Today we are going to be learning how to potato stamp like a champ. Hey, Joshie. So the first thing that you really need to do, and that's super simple, which is great. The only thing that the moms and dads really need to be involved in is the cutting of the potato. So the knife work must be done by parents. And I've got a big potato here and I've got a small potato here. And I even used a sweet potato. So you can do that. You can maybe try with fruit. I had somebody, Jess, who said to me this morning she doesn't have any potatoes. I said, why don't you try with an apple? I'm not sure. I didn't try it. So you'll have to let me know. But in order to make the stamps, you're literally going to cut your potato in half, just like this, okay? If you want to make a shape stamp out of your potato, you're going to need a cookie cutter, and you're going to need your half of your potato, and you need to push the sharp end of the cookie cutter into the potato like this, just as far down as you want, really, and then you'll take your knife and you'll cut into it. I don't really want to cut too much on live Facebook because I might slice my hand, but you're going to cut into it around the meat, and then you will land up with something like this. I've got two that I already did using a heart shape, so you can kind of see the stamp that sticks out, and then I've got one that's a flower as well. And to show you how that actually works is going to be Josh. He's going to do a yellow flower for us, and he's going to do a red heart for us. Hey, you're going to use these stamps and you're going to do it on the paper, and when you're finished you're going to show us. Hey, okay, so off you go. Once you've got the shapes you wanted, what I also did was I sliced into it shape. I actually made Easter eggs, and you can cut out shapes inside the potato and then stamp it out with different colors. So that's one example of what I did do, which is quite effective. That's quite nice for Easter time. And then you can literally just choose anything that you want to make and go for it. So I'm going to show you how to do some fruit pictures. So I'm going to take this paint over here quickly, and I'm going to do a watermelon, and I'm going to do a lemon, and I'm going to do an apple. Okay, so let's just get the paint in. Don't be scared of paint. It's just going to make a mess. I've got some plastic down here. It's not very glamorous. As a parent, you can get as involved or as little involved as you like. They can't really make too much. They can make a mess, but I mean, what's a mess? I left my boys doing it yesterday, and I've got a 2-year-old who did some shapes like this. And I mean, it's quite cute. we could add some faces to this and make it,
old.
well, he's turning 2 soon. And so we could add faces to this and make something look pretty. We just leave it, and that's actually what he did. They had a ball. So here's Josh stamping some. Do you want to show? Well, we can show just now. Let me show you a watermelon. Okay, so I'm going to it's literally putting paint onto a quarter of a potato, and I go stamp and stamp on my page. Then I want to do my lemon. And I'm going to use the sweet potato just to show you. So I give it a good old swirl around in the paint. And then I just stamp. And the more paint you put, the brighter your lemon will be. Or the shape that you're doing. And then I'm going to do an apple. So I'm going to turn this one. This is actually a reused one. So you can actually keep the potatoes for a bit. Because we're actually in lockdown. We don't want to avoid going to the shops. We don't want to use all of our fresh veg. So you can actually wipe them off and put them in a container and use them again. So I'm going to do an apple here.
Mommy,
And
Mommy.
yes, and an apple there. Okay. So this is obviously what it looks like when it's wet. It's not going to have time to dry while I do this demonstration. So I'm going to show you one that I did as a dry version. So here is some watermelon. I added some green paint around here to make the outside of the watermelon, literally used a permanent marker for the rest of it. So it was quite simple. Another nice idea is to use a, hey, you can show. Do you want to show now? Okay. Show what you did with your, no, not there. Show this one. Show this one, my boy, that you just did. What have you stamped on this page? We've got some hearts and some flowers, and if he had put a bit more paint on it, he might have got a darker picture, but those are really beautiful. Okay, now I want to show you how you can make a little animal. We can make
it green.
Yes, you can make a ladybird cutout, a little puppet. Okay, so literally, and this is for you, Lizzie. So you literally put your red on your potato and you stamp it. Once it has dried, if it's on cardboard, you can then cut around the shape of the red and you land up with something that looks like this. So I cut out the cardboard and then again I used my permanent marker and I just drew the ladybird on and I added some pipe cleaners for the feelers. Another one using orange is I did a little tiger. Also just a hand-drawn face and a little bit of cotton wool for his tummy. And then your children can spend time afterwards playing with the puppets. Joshy stamped this. What's this, boy?
It is a lolly.
And the other one that he did was this, which then became a little worm who's got a goggly eye on. So also just with some popsicle sticks. So it really makes it... you can make them look as interesting as you like, but I thought it was quite a nice idea to be able to have little puppets that you could then actually play with. A few examples of things that I did that are a little bit more advanced, I suppose. Certainly nothing nothing amazing, but here's a little chicken that we've used for Easter. Just again, the main potato stamp in the middle, and then just making the face. Joshy, would you like to show what you did? What one did you do? Where's your art? Here, down here. Okay, so Joshy made some monsters. You can see I'm a boy mum here, and he did purple potato stamps, and then he painted green, and I actually just used some Tipp-Ex to make the eyes and the arms. Hey, what was the other thing that you did? Show us. He did this one, and we added actually some glitter onto the stars. So he stamped a heart and a star, and then where's the other one? That one was cute. So here are the Easter eggs at the bottom as well, which he did. So you paint the two colors on. You can change it up. You can paint more colors. And the last one that I actually did was some cute little mice. They would actually also work quite nicely as puppets. So you can really do whatever you want, as little or as much as you want. So it's really quite cool. So that's really potato stamping, and so that's pretty much the end of our tutorial. Hey boy, do you have more that you want to say? No, not yet. Okay, so the other thing I just wanted to let you know quickly is that we've been working from my sister's page, The Space in Colum, which is in the UK, and my Happy Hearts Playgroup page. We're actually going to consolidate onto one page called the Happy Hearts Art Club. So you can go on over and like that page, and we're going to send some invites out to that, and we're going to then be filming just from the one place. As of Friday, Nikki's going to be making milk bottle planters. So you can find out more information tomorrow about that. And the how-to of potato stamping is going to be up on the Instagram and Facebook feeds later. So thank you so much for joining us. And we're going to continue stamping here because we're having a lot of fun. Have a good day. See you soon. Bye.